Hi, my name is Dell, and welcome to Comic Snag. So another year has gone by, and I want to wish you guys a happy New Year, or hope you guys had a happy New Year. All right. So this is a warehouse sale that I went to, and I spent roughly around, I want to say about $300, and I got about 60 books, which pretty much averages to about $5 a book. Okay, let me show you what I got. But before I show you, please, if you are a new viewer, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for your support again, and hit that like or leave a comment. Okay, so this is what I picked up at this warehouse sale. It was pretty awesome. I found a whole bunch of books I always wanted, and let's start off with this. This is Star Wars Darth Vader, number 21. This is the variant cover with Moff Gideon on there. I actually had one of these, or I have one of these already, and I had it signed by Giancarlo Esposito, who is the actor who plays Moff Gideon. And so now I found another clean copy, and I think I found this in the cheaper bins. So I also found this one too. This is Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 21 with the variant cover of the Rest in Power actor Carl Weathers. And then I found Batman and the Shadow number 1. I thought it was pretty cool. It's by Scott Snyder, so I decided to give this a try. Batman Endgame number 1, the director's cut. Another Scott Snyder book, and Greg Capullo. And then this one here is Death Metal 1. This is the 1 in 25 and 2nd variant. Yeah, I found this in the cheaper bin, so I was like, why not? I did have the cover price, or someone at one point was selling this for about $15, but I found it in the $2 bin. Alright, then this is Black Panther number 3. This is the second print, and this is a minor key. This is the first appearance of Tosin, who actually appears on the cover, which I thought is pretty cool. And then we have Star Trek Next Generation. This is the series finale, and this is number 1. It's got a great photo cover. Love it. If I ever go to a Generations reunion, I'm going to have them sign this one. This is awesome. And this is the new X-Men number 131. 133. And I actually have this already. This is the minor key. This is the first appearance of Dust. The Flash 209. This is one of the races between Superman and the Flash. I think this is Wally West Flash. And I think this might have been the 7th race between them. And then this is the Manhattan Project number 5, and I found this one in the $2 bin as well. And then this is signed by Jonathan Hickman and Nick Pitara. This is pretty cool. This is a pretty awesome cover. This is the Dream War number 1, and in this Dream War issue, or not this one, I think it's the second one. This is where the JLA actually battles the Authority. But I thought this was a cool cover. Then I found Batman Beyond the White Knight number 7. This is by Sean Gordon Murphy. I actually love this Murphy verse for Batman. So I thought this was cool. I think I might have had this already, but then, when you're going through those bins really fast, you sort of pick up something you like, and then you go through your books and put stuff back, and I don't think I put anything back. I forgot to check through it. All right. And so this is the Crow City of the Angels number 3. Like I said, I found this in the $2 bin. Why not? And then there's Reborn number 1 by Mark Millar and Greg Capullo. I thought this was awesome to find in the $2 bin. Dark Knight's Metal number 3. This is actually a fantastic cover of The Batman Who Laughs by, I believe this is Frank Mattina. Then I found this one. This is Captain America 272, and this is a minor key. This is the first appearance of Vermin. And then the Sandman Distant Mirrors. This is number 29 from the Sandman Volume 2 run. And I actually am starting to fill out my Sandman run, which is awesome. This is something I didn't have. And then this is G.I. Joe number 82, another run I'm trying to fulfill. So I'm glad I picked this up, as well as G.I. Joe number 30. Then I found Hawk and Dove number 1, and this is a minor key. This is the first appearance of the new Dove. I forgot her name, as well as I believe this is the first work for Rob Liefeld at DC Comics. Then I found Berserker number 12. I was actually missing this issue from this Keanu Reeves Berserker. This is the first volume of Berserker, and it's pretty cool. I actually found number 12 in the $2 bin. And then Sandman number 30 I found also in the $2 bill. $2 bin. And then this is Black Adam number 1 with this great rock cover. I always wanted this book, and this is the first appearance of Malik White. And I found this one. This is G.I. Joe number 17. It's got a lot of spine ticks to it, but you know what? I was missing this. This is a minor key. This is the first appearance of Major Blood, I believe his name is. Right here. And then I found this one as well. This is Superman Wonder Woman number 23 with this great Warner Brothers variant. And this is the Free Comic Book Day Zom 100, but it's really for this one here. This is also the first appearance of the Demon Slayer in standard United States comic books. Then we have Secret Wars number 8. This is the variant edition. Had to pick that up. I think I'm actually close to completing the Secret Wars. I think they only had 8 issues, so I'm actually close to there. I have to check. And then I found Secret Wars number 2, another variant, but then this is a minor key. This is the appearance of God Emperor Doom. Then I also found this one to complete my run of Batman The Long Halloween. This is Batman Long Halloween number 3. And the Batman Long Halloween number 4. They actually didn't have 6 in that whole pack, so I'm actually a little disappointed. I do have 6 already, but it'd been nice to have another one. And then I found G.I. Joe number 28. And G.I. Joe number 96. Oh, and G.I. Joe number 78. See, I'm starting to fill out that G.I. Joe run. And G.I. Joe number 85. Alright, then I also found Green Lantern number 1. And this is the teardrop error variant cover. And you know what, like I said, I see these things a lot. I wasn't gonna go pick it up because I already have one or maybe 2 of them, but then this one's actually signed. This is signed by Doug Mahnke, and so I picked it up. And another signature comic book here. This is Teen Titans number 10, and this is signed by Scott Lobdell. And I have no idea. I think this might be Norm Rampund, because it's definitely not Brett Booth, because I have a few of his signatures and it's nowhere close. All right, let me go show you my other stack. All right, so this stack, the first comic book on this stack is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. This is the Wizard 1/2, and this is actually tied with the Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace, number 1, as the first appearance of Anakin Skywalker, Qui-Gon Jinn, I think his name is, and Princess, right? I think this is tied for it. But then I picked this up because it's also signed by, who's this? This is by Tim Bradstreet. So I'm actually happy to find this. I was actually looking at this one for a while, so I'm glad to have it in my collection. Then I also found this one as well, and I think this was the $10 bin. Yeah, this is Lara Croft's Tomb Raider number 41 with this incredible Adam Hughes cover. Then this one as well. This is the premiere issue of Sweet Tooth. I'm glad to have that in my collection. I've been looking for this one for a long time as well. And this is Back to the Future number 1. This is actually the 3rd print. I'm actually going to look for the 1st print. Hopefully I'll find it in the bins one day. And I bought this one for $10. It's a nice little sketch cover. This is the first appearance of course, the Back to the Future cast here. We have Marty McFly, Doc Brown, I only know the actor name, Biff, Lorraine, McFly Dad. Yeah, so I'm glad I had to have this. I'm a big movie person as well. And then another big movie / comic book and favorite writer / artist is this is 300 by Frank Miller and Lynn Varley. I found this one, $10 one. I'm so happy to find it. I've been looking for the entire set, but then it's always been a little bit out of my price range, so I'm glad I found this one for $10. So that's pretty cool. And then this is the Green Lantern number 51. This is a minor key. This is the first cover of Carl Rayner, or maybe the first Carl Rayner in a Green Lantern outfit. But I picked it up especially because it's got this DC Universe logo in the corner. So yeah, so that's why I picked this one up. And then this is Invincible Returns. This is actually the second print, and I believe this is the minor key. It's got the first appearance of, like, oh, is it Grand Regent Thrag in this issue. So I'm glad to find this one. I thought it was a steal for like $10. And then this is Amazing Adventures number 17. This is actually an amazing key. This is actually the origin of the Beast. So I thought that was fantastic. And then this one I've been looking for a long time too. I've always seen it around for like 25 to 30, sometimes $40. This is Green Lantern number 25, and this basically is the hub for a whole bunch of lanterns showing up. I forgot who is it. I think it might have been like a cameo of Lacrosse or LaFreeze, and a whole bunch of other lanterns. So I'm glad to have this one in my collection. And then this is Adventures on the Planet of the Apes, number 1. Of course, I do love movie adaptation comic books, so I'm glad to have this one. And this is Batman, what's this? Batman Family Giant Size, whatever I guess you could call it. This is number 9, and I just love the cover of this. I love this cover of Duela Dent and Batgirl duking it out. I think this is fabulous. Glad to have this one. And this is Black Goliath number 1. I actually have a Black Goliath copy, but it's nowhere as nice and crisp as this one. This is very high grade. I want to say it's probably in the 9s, 9.2 era around there. Mine is actually, I think, like a 3. So I'm glad to have this upgrade. And I found X-Men issue number 205. I'm a big X-Men guy, and so I'm glad I found this one. Usually I see this for about $25, $30 too. But I found this one for $10. This is the first, X-Men 205. This is the first appearance of Hope Summers as an adult. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then this is West Coast Avengers number 1. Maybe it's the first appearance of her as a baby. I'm sorry. I think her first appearance as an adult is in Cable. Moving on. So this is West Coast Avengers number 1. This is the variant cover with Hawkeye right there in the middle. Kate Bishop. And this is a variant, or maybe incentive. Maybe this is the 1 in 10 of Twig number 1 by Scotty Young. And this is awesome. I've always wanted to own this book here. This is Captain America number 333. And this is the first time Johnny Walker? Is that his name? John Walker becomes Captain America. So I thought this was very cool. Then we have Captain America number 360, and usually I find this for about $20 to $60, and I think I got this for $10 because it was like half off or something like that. And this is the first appearance, or maybe the second cameo appearance of Crossbones. This one is. Then I found this one to add to my X-Men collection. This is the Uncanny X-Men number 128. I found it at a great deal. This is the direct edition, and it's pretty cool. Then I found this. This is the West Coast Avengers number 1. This is cover A, so I picked it up. You know what was funny? I couldn't remember if it was 1 or if it was 7. That was the first appearance of Jeff the Land Shark. I thought it might have been 1, but I guessed wrong. It was 7 after I looked it up. So now I have 2 of them, but I am still happy with the purchase because they are actually great covers, and this is actually minor appearances. I'm sorry, a key appearance, a minor key. This is the first appearance of the new team, right? So it's pretty cool. So I also found this one for $10. This is Hulk number 2, and this is the first full appearance of the Red Hulk. Not needless to say, this is actually a great cover as well. Then I found this one. This is Captain Marvel number 34. And I bought this for $20, and I think I overpaid on it. It's like one of those things where I think it was at the bottom of the pile, or I was pulling out and it just happened to be at the bottom of a pile that I was thinking of getting, and I didn't return it. I didn't look through my stuff, and I grabbed it by accident. But I actually think this is a little bit too high for this comic book, for the grade that it's in. But it's still kind of cool. This is this is a minor key. This is the first appearance of Nitro, and Nitro actually has quite a history. He's actually the villain that actually gives Captain Marvel cancer, radiation poisoning, right? Or that leads him to cancer. And he is also the person responsible for Civil War. And I think at the beginning of Civil War, him and some other guys are fighting the champions? Is it the champions? Oh, the New Warriors. We're fighting the New Warriors. And I think Namorita is like holding him up against a school bus, and she says give up, and he says no, and he blows himself up, which is his superpower, and a bus full of kids, and that ends up leading into the Superhero Registration Act, which is Civil War. So he was actually the cause of it. For such a minor character to be in all these, in a couple big major events, you know what? Even though I think I overpaid for it, I'm still glad I have it in my collection. Then I found this one. This is Beyond the Fridge, #1. And I bought this because this was actually written by Joshua Jackson. So if I ever see this guy in a convention somewhere, I'm going to have him sign this one. And we're coming up to the end of my stack here. So this is Marvel Presents Bloodstone #1. And I was actually really happy to find this one. I usually see this in the LCSs for about $50, especially since the Halloween special aired on Disney Plus. Even though he wasn't in it, it still goes for about $50+. And this is actually in really great shape. So I'm actually glad I found this in the $20 bin. And the last snag of the day was this one here. This is Spidey Super Stories #16, and this was literally the first comic book that I pulled out of the bins when I was looking through them before I figured out the prices, and I wanted this one so bad. This is basically a nice little homage to Jaws, the movie, and I thought it was terrific. I'm so happy to have all of these books in my collection, and that's the last nag. All right, you guys. See you next week. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, and if you are, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new to my videos and my channel, or go ahead and hit one of the videos on the left or right. Okay, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.